Copper-clad auction afterglow, what have you. Sculptural earth spewing riddle gimmick second tongue, whisper secrets to God with a little g so they don't get so lofty. Here is a new gospel iris choir in augmented sixth we all read so pretty together. Cauldron boil hot, wood burn crimson, not mistaken for rust. Deep onyx, no evil, black day is every day of my fucking life. Black magic is every gale I can't see, but I've lived it. This seance won't bring back the dead, but don't stop me from trying. Onslaught. Just another nigga with the blues, you hear me, Amiri? Lingering mountaintop myopia, indigos outside and onward. Dogged breath, distinguished fog drop hungering. How come I can't extinguish this turquoise? How come we can't extinguish these blacks? Magenta money, cornucopia been eaten these days. Like a bird, dead serious, dead center, death grips, but she let go sometime. It be like that. Doubly drowning, doubly conduit, sentient, sometimes too even. Say cheese, but it's cyanotype in the worm light. Inordinately. Be what you're trying to see. That's how come I became a symposium on the ocean in the evening time atop emulsion under UV. All layers but all tangled in the domain. Isn't it marvelous? Dusty sky, cricket drain song stuck, repeat times 3. Dusty sky, cricket drain song stuck. Dusty sky, cricket drain song stuck. It's been a week at most, cheap and I ain't the least bit sorry. Roving plane, pavement, poison, unmitigated euphoria. There are few threats like the return of morning. Reductionist at best, dizzy cicada, yellow harvest. Well-watered garden grow wild. Will love when most lush? Signal source, slip shores, silk crown goblin, the saint of the cavalry. An attempt at objectivity. It's negative 17, factually. There are 12 inches and deepening. Morbid dampening prepares to blanket moonset goodnight. 3 planted and lightbox calls to absorb, as does Earth. Consumed entirely, organic and mystically, withstand rational declarations. Steady unveiling, control has been unfamiliar. All panoramic paranoia being. Frigid journey, but the sun is sardonic, brought matches to the knife fight. In pencil's end, arm resistance with permanence and blackening. It's reflex now and tiring, but carpenters had it worse. I just yell at bushes these days. Why the fuck are you burning? Sluggish, inarticulate artifice, but this is my responsibility. I'm accountable for light. Not my choice, but March 4th. Stillness is death. I am happenstance subject to systems. I desire inertia, fuel for the journey elsewhere. This isn't abstraction, this is the only treasure. I am working through an alternative historiography, an affirmation, matters of charming current to attend. This is untethered didactic energy, this thought through tantrum. I was ripe, delicious, only fair. These are visions from the afternoon the earth vowed to eat me. Jonah's dilemma. You never asked for a prophet, but here I am to sing the songs of beasts smoldering. Can't you smell me begging for death? Mother, I have failed you. Our tongues untied, loose ends, our retinas to be trusted anymore than the premonition of another Sunday. The artifice of skin purged our regality before knowledge of what was. Don't trust history because you can't control it. I sing in metaphors because antinomy is the muddiest earth, but also the sweetest picnic of smoked meats, but also pine needles stabbing in the bitter wind, but also the pink February sky. You worship an immovable force. You speak of other evils. Under dry juniper branches I rest. This gin is biblical. Enter yellow sun. Her lips part to tell me I pissed the bed again. Fever dream of feeling niggas fiddling. It doesn't matter. Piss stains, dry, white. Mouth agape, mouth agape. The gospel of midnight is bike chain, smoke song, stomp stomp, hallelujah. It's hard to be anything but black these days. Pray tell, lest it slips away, lest it's sipped out of you at routine stop, October summons. It's hard to be anything but jawbone these days, I tell you. Not because I'm tight calcium, but damn tooth, loose shake, pop, shook, cavity, tin type, pipe, wind, water, gram. I'm weeping under several blankets, I'm weeping under several beehives. This room is tornado museum, tightly whipping sideways, wasp softly drilling weary walls. Lunch was pretty, olives aren't anything special, but they get the job done. The mathematics of consequence leaves little room for serendipity. We are tired of being vegetables of misery. Cash crop, my spiritless, your God is expensive. It is infinite lifetimes, force bled dry. Inarticulate mantra, prayer for monetary confinement. They think they juice me liquidless, but there isn't a straw in the world thick enough to drain me. Spit, blood, park bench, don't die in unfamiliar space. I'm building my own casket so I'll know it was a place I labored and loved. Horse water, drink slow till November 70, brick gold, fire sky, ridge you flat light. Autumn ombre stampede thicker than corn husk. Wide, open, ancient to go, earned mana showers, cracked rock speaks only in blood if you listen good. Extension. Cloud cover or gunpowder, shy sheep travel in packs. Smoking sun, shriveled shrimp, morning bends 12 hours, and inaudible dripping. If hazy shade louder than nightfall, then power lines too long. Slow gust chimes jingle nickels. Have you always been afraid? Lantern popcorns all summer. Shore King pumpkin tears last week's New Yorker into bonfire magic. If the dollar is well spent, brag about it. Creaky chair on back porch ought to burn, she laughed. The buzz never fades, whistling, hot water, towel off, never shake dry time, rosemary round noon 30s years a shouting about Amory's one thing, Ashanti, shanti, shanti, ashes, ashma, often asthma. Never got used to sleeping without a nightlight. All isolation isn't loneliness or yearning. Every sizzle is footstep, Toad's terrible breakfast, but Freemason temples rub after reading an untimely letter. Steam song, much wanted, sting, sizzles, lightning struck, branches are evidence, set sail at 100 years of altitude. If Auburn is too obvious, please send my sincere remorse. The orange is forced immobility. I still smell you under my fingernails, but that doesn't mean I miss you.
Yes.
Of one's own. Body text. 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 Bodily text. Body text, 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 bloody text, body 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 text. Landscape, feast of tongue, let all reap monogram and flesh wrap. You pray to endure the night, I pray to outlast the archive. The murder encircles or whiff of every spider. This is my first act of cruelty for the business week. This is self-defense in a new year. Look up at the grass, not down at the roots. It's happy hour at the space bar, but you know they don't use Carmine anymore. It'll be cold when we get there, cold enough for lake effects. Sometimes words let me down, sometimes words are enough. Can you sound me out? Will the analytics know me by heart or by gorilla nose? Birth is a collaboration, a round of applause for the whole team. My mother broke borders to be here. Humbled, but I deserve it. They did too, but who are you, Lord? You are a killer. Nina was not afraid to curse you and die. In the parts that knew me softly, all melted away. Where is the blood moon we were galloping toward? Who is the black man in the wife painting? Does he feel safe in Maine? I feel outnumbered. But in the poorest night, I smell safety. Or is that sea salt? The shoreline knows me by first name. Just to ensure you hear me. Am I too quiet for the black radical tradition? Or am I too late? My very breath is a protest. When I exited the building, I was encircled by 100 all singing our survival. We will live on forever and ever. Will live on forever and ever. I cried for every one of these poems because they grow up so fast. I read all of these poems to my mom over FaceTime. It was not a performance, it was transfusion. Do you know where poems live? Can you put them in your pocket? I took a poem for a drive. Today I call a poem a household. This poem held me hostage. I took a poem with a tall glass of water after a night of drinking. I sit wondering if a poem has ever stopped bloodshed. I fasted until this poem fed me. I wrestled this poem for my blessing. I'm still wrestling. The difference between a hung jury and a hanged man is breath. In envisioning justice, we operate mirrorless. Walking by faith alone means for stubbed toes. These efforts are anti-escapist, but can you blame me if I dream of night beach and moon futures? I only occupy as much space as needed. I may said he found his blackness in the surreal, so I thrive there too. Sometimes theory's lifetime, but sometimes I hurt too much to think. The American dream looks like emperor's robe, so I live like a spider. My means for home are inside me. refer to me by my many stars. Again, refer to me by my many stars. Mad cloudy the cosmos, or from fourth follicles born galaxies, or this ancient mama's event horizon, or is this Afrofuturist if I don't know a damn thing about physics, or Nigga Witch by Total Freedom remix, or do I look suspicious, or the last time you heard this song you bawled out, no I mean you bawled for 4 hours, or Night War, or Steel Wool, or Tutorial for Astrological Aggression, thank you Chip, or Constellation Matters, thank you Sine, or I haven't left my house for a week because I'm afraid they're going to kill me this time, or This Cloud Be Us But You Playing, or Keratin Supernova, or to use the Q word in closed circles, or I ripped every single hair from my scalp for the last 3 years and collected them and made these photograms and put them on a wall, and people think it's art now, and they're all standing in front of me as I tell them about this process, and they're still standing here, so let me smudge some more. Or fuck, I might actually be an academic because I only ask questions, or it's not my fault there are so many white people here, or niggas Rorschach in flying colors, or this bush is still fucking burning and I demand to know why, or I got it right the first time, or to learn my body's tongue softly, or a stellar despondency, a stellar despondency, a stellar despondency, a stellar despondency, a stellar despondency. Thank you.